You look at Social Security for a moment. Do you think it's necessary to reform Social Security with private accounts?
No, it's not necessary. I personally prefer it because, look at me, for example. I'm 40 years old. I'll get about a 1% rate of return on my payroll taxes. If Social Security could pay me my benefit, which of course it can't, my children who are 5, 7, and 8 years old will get a negative 1% rate of return on their money. And I would argue that Social Security is probably the most successful program ever created. And it's popular because multiple generations value it. Right. If my kids are going to get negative 1% rate of return on 13% of their payroll taxes, basically, you think they're going to continue to support the program? Let them have the choice of having a personal account like I have as a federal employee, as a member of Congress. It's not privatized. It's managed by the government in safe index funds. It harnesses the power of compound interest, so they grow their money at 5 or 6% a year instead of negative 1% of a year. They get better benefits. It's a nest egg that they own and control that goes to their property. My dad died when I was a kid. My mom had to get his benefits. She had to forego all those taxes she paid when she worked as a lab technician in Milwaukee. And she lost that because it went back to the government. So there are inequities in the system right now, I think, that can be fixed with personal accounts. And if you don't like them, if you don't want them, then don't have it. I just think it ought to be an additional voluntary option. But it is not necessary to actuarially solve this problem. I personally think it's preferential for younger people to have the option so they get a better deal, so they get a better benefit, so that we don't consign them to a miserable rate of return on what most people pay more in payroll taxes than they pay in income taxes.